Hey everybody, so I'm back today with another video and I wanted to talk about my top 5 tips for successful landscape shooting. Now this is pretty much what I go through whenever I'm planning a location shoot. So the first one would be planning. Make your research, check national parks, check local parks, check anywhere where you think you're gonna have a good shot nearby from where you live. And I usually use always 2 apps also that help me figure out if the location I'm going to will be nice for sunrise or sunset. And one of the apps is called the TPE. It pretty much lets you find out where the sun is going to be rising or setting and at what time. And it has a lot of information, other information as well, that can be helpful for that kind of planning. The other app I use is also called Meteor Earth, and it helps you kind of check if there's any cloud cover at any time of the day and any location you pick. So that helps you also to plan well. Second tip would be arrival. Always get there earlier, for sunrise or sunset, at least by an hour, because you want to be set up and ready an hour before the sunrise or sunset. Third tip is gear. Always have a tripod with you, like a sturdy tripod. I bring a tripod with me all the time and I never not use it. I use it all the time. Always have a remote control for your camera, because I don't like to touch the camera when I'm taking pictures. I like to make sure once I set up, the camera is not touched and I get sharp images. The third gear I would get is filters. Always bring with you a bunch of filters, polarizer, ND filters, graduated neutral density filters, and that's pretty much all the filters I have. So these are really important to have. And bring extra batteries for your camera, extra batteries for your remote, extra batteries for if you have a phone, bring extra, like a battery pack for your phone, because if you're using the apps on the phone, you pretty much want to make sure that your phone is charged. I always have the issue with the phone cutting off in the middle of winter because it's really cold outside. And I bring extra memory cards, and bring all the lenses you have. If you have a telephoto lens, if you have wide angle lens, bring those, because if you're planning a wide angle lens, if you were planning a wide angle photo and then you realize the conditions are better and you wish you had a telephoto lens, you don't want to be stuck without an extra lens. So if you have the lens, take all the lenses even if you don't use it. The fourth tip is composition. Meaning when you get there, try to find interesting subject. Try to find an interesting foreground. Really think about the shot that you're aiming for. Either put your camera low on the tripod, put your camera low, put it high. It depends on what you're shooting. Obviously, always think about where your horizon line is. It's not good to put the horizon line in the center unless you're going for like a extremely symmetrical shot with a reflection. Sometimes that works, but always think about your horizon line. Put it in the bottom third or the top third of your frame based on conditions. A lot of time I put the horizon line in the bottom third. If I have a really interesting sky, I want to include that. If I don't have an interesting sky, I will keep it high in my frame. So that's the fourth tip, is composition. Also, keep moving around. Don't be stuck to, I think I got the shot. Try different angles. Sometimes just moving a little bit to the right or to the left, or positioning yourself in a different place really makes a big difference. And the last and most important one, in my opinion, number 5, is keep taking photos. So once you're set up and you got your composition, you're on the tripod, you got everything set up, it's perfect, you got your filters on, you know what you're going for, is keep taking pictures throughout the whole sunrise, before, after, and during. Because if, let's say, you're looking at your camera monitor and you find that one of the pictures you find are really interesting, and then you might think that shot is the shot that you got, and then you might go back and look at it the next day or a month or a year from now, and you realize you might have liked a different shot that was at a later time better than the one you thought you liked. It all depends on your mood too. I change my mind all the time. Whatever I thought was a good shot turns out later there was a better shot, maybe 10 minutes later. So if I when I'm there taking pictures, if I said, oh, I got the picture, I can pack up and leave. Because if you got the picture at the location and you thought this is the picture, that's it, I'm done, you pack up your stuff and you leave. Yes, you got a picture obviously the picture is good, but you never know. Maybe there's a, you keep taking pictures and you find you like a little bit better. Because what happens is that during that 1 hour of sunrise or sunset, the light's going to be changing so quickly. So you don't want to pass on anything. You pretty much want to capture all of it and then decide after which one to pick. So even if you're sure you got it, just wait and keep taking pictures and be patient, So I guess the last one is most important, is to have patience and keep taking pictures. So these were my top 5 tips for a successful landscape shoot, and these tips are pretty much my opinion. They're pretty much what I do every time. So if you guys feel like I maybe missed something, or you guys have your own idea of what you do for a landscape shoot in terms of tips, just leave a comment below. We can keep this conversation going. I mean, obviously everybody has they do things differently, but pretty much this gets me like 80% of the way ready for a landscape shoot. The rest, 20% maybe, all depends on the conditions, all depends how lucky you are, depends on the light, If you like this video, please hit the like button or share it or subscribe to my channel. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and until next time.